Welcome back, Refocus Gang, and welcome back to another episode of Refocus on You. I greatly appreciate you guys watching. I hope you guys had a great Thanksgiving. Mine was wonderful. Got to be around family, got to be with my mother, all my siblings, and it was just amazing. I hope yours was amazing. Today we're going to be talking about selfish season. Now, the first time I heard about a selfish season, I was maybe 22, 23. And I was talking to this older lady, and she was like, yeah, you know, sometimes you have to separate yourself from everything. She was like, and just focus on you. You have to do what is best for you for a long period of time, because that's where you see your greatest growth. That's where you see you are benefiting the most when you have a selfish season. And I was like, selfish season? Like, you're not supposed to be selfish. You're not supposed to be all about yourself. And she was like, no, you're not, but you're supposed to make sure that yourself is well taken care of. And that stuck with me. And I believe back then I kind of did me a little selfish season. And I seen that you do progress a lot when you take time for yourself and you're just like, no, I'm not doing this for nobody. I'm not doing that for nobody. I'm telling everybody I can't go here. I can't do much. It's time for me to just sit down and focus on the things that I want to do in my life and put the pedal to the metal and keep it moving. So this year I did a selfish season. And since we are about to end the year, I thought it would be wise to do a video on selfish season so some of you can go into 2021 and have that selfish season. 2020 has taught us a lot. It's taught us what's the most important, what we can and cannot live without. It made us appreciate the things that are around us, the people that are around us, our simple jobs. 2020 has showed so much. It has revealed so much. It showed you a lot. If you didn't learn anything this year, I don't know what you're doing because it has taught people a lot. So in 2021, I'm thinking that 2020 revealed, so 2021 is the takeoff, right? It's time for you to use the things that was revealed to you. It's time for you to better yourself. 2021 is, nobody has said this is my year, but 2021 should be the bomb because 2020 has taught us so much. So if you go into 2021 in your selfish season and you're focusing on yourself, 6 months of consistency and focusing on self can change your whole life. So having a selfish season is strictly about making choices that are strictly what you desire to do. What makes you happy? What makes you shine? And what makes you feel complete? So you know how the simplest one, Thanksgiving just passed. Growing up, you may have had to go to family dinners with people that you necessarily didn't really care for. Well, maybe in 2021, instead of feeling guilty for not going, if it's going to bother your mental health or you emotionally, sit that out, sis. Don't worry about it. Like, no, I'm not coming this year. I'm focusing on myself. I'm focusing on making sure that I am mentally and emotionally stable. And coming to that dinner is going to trigger some things that I'm not ready for. Selfish season. It's just about making sure that you are doing things that are benefiting you to the best. Don't worry about nobody else, how this one feels, how that one feels, how people are going to look at you. None of that. It's your time to shine. So when you think about what you need or what you want to do, some of the first things that you think about are, what will they think? If I don't go to this dinner, what will they think? They gonna think I'm not dealing with the family anymore, or they gonna think I'm better than them, or different things like that. Or how will they feel? How will people make it without me? A lot of times people become so dependent on us. They're so used to us doing this and doing that they sometimes can't do it themselves, or they just won't do it themselves because they know that you're gonna do it. Time out for that. If you can do it yourself, handle it yourself. Because at some given point, I'm going to be too busy, or I'm going to be moving forward, and I need you to know how to do this. I need you to be able to care for yourself. I need you to be able to run to the store for yourself. I need you to be able to cook for yourself. That's simple with being like a mom. when you're a mom and you have kids, you want to do everything for them. You want to make sure they have this, and that. But at the same time, we have to learn to teach them independence so that they can do it without us. Because the worst thing for you to do, or the worst thing that can happen, is for you to leave this world and your children don't know what to do without you. They can't make a phone call without you. They can't set an appointment without you. They can't fill out paperwork without you. We have to start, even though protective parents, I'm one, we have to start and make sure that we are teaching them how to do things themselves. So if the time comes and we're not present at their moment, they'll be okay without us. In a world where focusing on yourself is almost considered a crime, people are constantly asking, what about this and that? It's a never-ending list of everyday tasks we have, from taking care of households. So if you have a family, you're taking care of your household. If you're an entrepreneur, you're running a business. Or either you're working in somebody else's business trying to make their dream come true. It's almost impossible for you to just say, you know what, I'm not doing anything for anybody but myself. But you have to take that time. Like, even if it's just from 9 to 12 in the morning, this is mommy's time. This is daddy time. This is my time to focus on the things that I want to do with myself. I'm not cooking breakfast. I'm not changing diapers. I'm not doing anything. You guys make it out on your own. I'm going to set this time to focus on me. You may pray. You may meditate. You may write a business plan. You may read a book. You may read the Bible. But take some type of time and be selfish. This is my allotted time. This is what I need to focus on me and to build the woman that is growing in me, or the man that is growing in me. So one question I wanted to throw out is, who taught us that caring for ourselves was selfish? If self-care is selfish, like, who taught us that? Who taught us that telling people no is wrong, or not being able to handle everything is a failure? Who taught us that? Who taught us that it's not okay to say, you know what, I'm exhausted, I can't make it? Who taught us to run ourselves into the ground for other people? And sometimes it's other people that won't even do anything for us. It's time out for that. We're about to go in 2021 and we're having selfish seasons. We're about to build and build on top of ourselves so that we can progress and be and follow our purpose, be the person that we really want to be in life. Self-care is emotional, physical, and mental. Self-care is protecting your peace. Like, you have to make sure that you are emotionally stable, mentally stable, and physically stable. You cannot run yourself into the ground in either trait trying to help others. It's always going to end up bad for you. Most important thing to remember is, do not let other people's opinions and thoughts define you and your decisions. You are living life for yourself. So this next season of your life, make decisions that make you happy. That make you happy. I mean, happy to where you're grinning so much that your cheeks hurt. Happy. If you want something, go get it. There is no better time than now. Be selfish in good ways. So it's always good and bad. Be selfish in good ways. Protect your peace. Protect your time. Don't let people waste your time. You know, we sit all day, and 2020 we've been stuck in the house. Some of us have just been stuck in the house scrolling on social media. We could have been writing business plans. We could have been figuring out what we was going to do to make 2 and 3 streams of income. We could have been doing so many things. We have to use our time wisely. The most important thing is to make sure that you are doing what you need others to do. If you use your time wisely, when somebody else try to waste your time, you're going to be like, no, I don't got time for that. If you use your emotional and your mental space wisely, when somebody else is trying to invade that space and throw you into turmoil or throw you into a place that you don't want to go anymore, you're going to be like, no, I don't do it to myself, so I'm not going to allow you to do it. So make sure that you are treating yourself well in your selfish season, because that's going to spring up your boundaries. That's going to give you the blueprint of how you want others to treat you. Exactly how you treat yourself. Make yourself a priority, and others around you will know, like, nah, she's not even going for that. So in your selfish season, remember, it's okay to ask for help. A lot of us want to be superwoman, superman. I got this. No, I don't need no help. Don't bother me. I got it. I'll just do it myself. One of the things my mama taught me was, if you want something done right, do it yourself. And to an extent, that is so very true. Like, if you want it done right, do it yourself. But also, you have to make sure that if you need help, that you don't mind asking. Delegate. When you start rising up in life, it's going to come a time that you have to delegate. So it's best to get to the point now that you're okay with saying, hey, can you do this? Can you pick this person up? Can you run this here for me? Get used to trusting people with the small things. So when you have to trust somebody with a large thing, you're okay with it. It's okay to need rest. That's one of my biggest things. Like, I feel like I don't have to rest. I can work 16 hours, get up and do whatever I want to do, and I'm okay. No, your body needs rest. Your mind needs rest. Emotionally, you need rest. Sometimes you can't take on everything at one time. Sometimes you can't help everybody. You have to be okay with saying, no, today I'm carving out 8 hours and I'm asleep. Or I'm going to watch TV. Or I am going to scroll social media. Because this week I have been running rapid and I just need a break. It's okay to rest. Sometimes you just need alone time. Your selfish season is a good time to be alone. If you're single, it's a good time to be alone. If you're married, it's not a good time to be alone. But you can take some time to yourself. You can say, hey, honey, on Mondays, I'm going out for a little while. I'm going to grab a cup of coffee. I'm going to sit down and I'm just going to think. I'm going to do me for a couple of hours. Carve out you some alone time so you can sit down and figure out what it is you really want to do, what your real passions are, how to further the things that you are working on, and how to better yourself. Selfish season is very important when you are healing. It's very, very important. Sometimes in your selfish season, you will realize that it's time to separate from certain things, whether it be relationships, people, places, things, jobs, titles, whatever. Sometimes you realize, like, this is not benefiting me. This is not going to take me anywhere. My all-time favorite quote is, ships take you places. So relationships, job ships, any type of ship, it's supposed to take you somewhere. And if it's not taking you anywhere, if it's not helping you grow, if you're not benefiting in no way from it, it may be time to jump that ship and find another one, because this one, it has ran its course. It's time to anchor and jump off. I appreciate what you did in this season of my life, but now I'm going higher, and it's obvious that we can't go any higher together. Make sure that all of your relationships are balanced. So in your selfish season, you will begin to see, like, when you start telling people no, things can get antsy. Things can get like, well, you ain't been saying no. You kind of learn who is around you for you and who is around you for the things that you do for them. So you will start seeing that you may be giving more than you're taking out of a relationship. Or you may be taking more than you're giving in a relationship. And it's best for relationships to be balanced. As much as I give you, you give me. I may give you this and you give me this, but it balances out. So you'll start to see that in your selfish season as well. And try to avoid burnout. In your selfish season, even though you're working on yourself, you're working on your goals, you're working on your ambitions, do not burn yourself out. Do not get to the point where you're like, oh my God, I'm just so tired, I'm exhausted. That's where the rest comes into place. Make sure that you are resting. Do not burn yourself out, because then you're not going to want to do another selfish season. And the selfish season is supposed to help you grow. Most importantly, you and your priorities, your goals are what's most important in your life. Whether you are a mother, a wife, a daughter, a sister, a auntie, you are most important in your life. Your life is going to model for these people around you. The more you do, the better you do, the higher they see you calling yourself. If they really want to be connected to you, they're going to call themselves higher. So it's important for you to push yourself, for you to move forward. Don't be worried about, oh my God, I can't do this for that person. It don't matter. Because if they see you're trying to grow, they going to come behind you. I'm a witness to that. they're gonna come behind you. So take your time, get this next month out the way. So in 2021, take the time for yourself. Focus on yourself. Focus on what you need to do, your priorities, your goals, whether it's working out, you're trying to build generational wealth, you're trying to heal, you're pushing yourself to do this and that. Work on you. The more you work on you, the greater you become, the greater the things around you become. And that's great for everybody. The better you are, the better your circle is. The better your life is, the better the people around you are going to want their life to be. It's always a leader, and it's always somebody that say, you know what? If she can do that, I can do that. Somebody is going to look at your story and say, yo, she did that, so I know I can do this. So push yourself. Take time for yourself. Focus on you and only you. All right. I greatly appreciate you guys watching. I hope you guys have a great week. On Wednesday, I will be launching my first site where it's going to have t-shirts. I have t-shirts, coffee mugs, makeup bags, hats, hoodies. Check it out. It's www.refocusonyou.com. It will be launching on Wednesday. Go support your girl, okay? It's Christmas time. Buy your wives, your husbands some shirts. I have some nice pieces on there. Please support. All right. I greatly appreciate you guys watching. Have a great week. Bye.